In this video, we are going to create an expert advisor that utilizes the IAMA indicator along with trailing stops to manage trades. Let's see how we can do that. We begin by opening MetaEditor, which can be accessed by clicking the small icon in MetaTrader or by pressing the F4 key. Once inside MetaEditor, we start by including the CTrade class from the standard library. This class provides simplified methods for trading operations like opening and modifying positions. We instantiate a CTrade object with default parameters, which will handle all trade operations including position management. Next, we define several strategy configuration parameters. These parameters are adjustable within the Expert Advisor properties. They include LookbackBars, which represents the historical range for highs and lows and can be set between 1 and 1,000 candles. MinCandlesBack is another parameter, which specifies the minimum H for a valid high or low, ranging from 5 to 50 candles. TrailingOffset is the safety margin for the trailing stop, measured in points and adjustable between 1 and 20. AMAPeriod, FastPeriod, and SlowPeriod are parameters for the AMA indicator, with ranges specified for each. We then declare global variables and handles, which will store state information between ticks and hold indicator data. These include AMA handle for the AMA indicator, AMA buffer for storing AMA values, and price data for storing OHLC price data. The onInit function is the initialization function for the expert advisor. It is executed once when the expert advisor starts, and it sets up the indicator. We create the AMA indicator handle for the current symbol and the H1 timeframe. The arrays for the AMA values and price data are configured as time series, meaning the newest data will be at index 0. The function returns a success code upon completion. For position opening, we have two functions, open by position and open sell position. The open by position function retrieves the current ask price using the symbol info double function. It then opens a buy position with a size of 0.10 lots, which is equivalent to 10 micro lots. The entry price is set at the current ask price, and both the initial stop loss and take profit are disabled by setting them to 0. The position is labeled with the comment AMA position. Similarly, the open sell position function retrieves the current bid price and opens a sell position with the same size and conditions. The onTick function is the main price update function executed on every tick. It contains the core strategy logic. First, historical price data is retrieved for analysis by copying H1 candle data for the specified look-back period. Then, AMA indicator values are copied from the buffer into an array for trend analysis. We check the status of open positions to determine if any exist and what type they are. This involves iterating through all open positions and checking if they belong to the current symbol. If a matching position is found, we mark that an open position exists and store its type. The trading logic is based on the AMA trend. If the AMA is rising, meaning the current value is higher than the previous one, we check if there are no open positions. If none exist, we open a new buy position. If a buy position is already open, we identify the lowest low in the look-back period for trailing stop purposes. The low must be at least MinCandlesBack old, and the current price must be above this low. If these conditions are met, we calculate a new trailing stop level by adding the trailing offset to the low price and update it accordingly. Conversely, if the AMA is falling, we check for open positions. If none exist, a new sell position is opened. If a sell position is already open, we identify the highest high in the look-back period for trailing stop purposes. The high must be at least MinCandlesBack old, and the current price must be below this high. If these conditions are met, we calculate a new trailing stop level by subtracting the trailing offset from the high price and update it. The process trailing stop function manages trailing stops for both buy and sell positions. It iterates through all open positions and selects those that match the specified position type and belong to the current chart symbol. The current stop loss value is retrieved, and conditions are checked to determine if the stop loss should be updated. For buy positions, the new stop level must be higher than the current stop or no stop loss must exist. For sell positions, the new stop level must be lower than the current stop or no stop loss must exist. If conditions are met, the stop loss is updated using the position modifier method. Once the coding is complete, we press F7 to compile the code. If this process was too fast for you, or if you don't understand what all the code is doing, you might want to check out the premium course on our website or watch one of the basic videos first. If the code works as expected, we return to MetaTrader by pressing F4 or clicking the icon. Back in MetaTrader, we press Ctrl and Alt to start the strategy tester. We select the expert advisor we have just created, enable the visual mode, and start a strategy test. We should then see the expert advisor on the chart. If you are already a premium course member and have an idea for a video like this one, feel free to send us an email. In this video, we have learned how to create an expert advisor using the IAMA indicator and trailing stops with a few lines of MQL code. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.